So everyone's set. All right, we're going to do some shout-outs here. Eyes on Orlando, Orlando Live. We just had a great show. And the City Arts Factory here in Orlando Slice. So, hey, you guys stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. More from Swan Burger, more from everyone else, and everything's priced to sell. So get those last-minute gifts for the art enthusiast in your life. This is Orlando Live at the City Arts Factory. It's third Thursday. We've also got a very big event going on in the front room here. We're going to get to all the rooms, so I want to make sure I give its due credit to this front room right here. Now, inside, in the distance, you can check out over my shoulder, take a look. We have Swan Burger in there. It's the guy with the dreads, and he's directing everyone around. This is, in fact, his first solo show. He's got this entire room to himself for the first time in 4 years. Very, very anticipated showing, and he's actually going to be doing, as you can see, his canvas, how he started already. He's going to be doing some live painting. We're going to see how it starts, which is what you're looking at now, and then see what he comes up with at the end of the night. No more time to waste. Here we are in Mr. Lee James's his shop. I don't want to call this a gallery. It's like home. You walk in here and it's like home.
Well, that's kind of the idea. We want you to feel like you belong, number one.
Yeah, we're having so much fun down here, and you do special events and parties, and tell everyone how to get a hold of you and that sort of thing.
You can get a hold of us here. This is our new location we just opened. Cool. We just celebrated 18 years in Orlando. Wow. And, it's leejamesfloral.com or 407-897-5300. We've been in Winter Park, Orlando area off of Mills for 18 years. We're also in the Ritz-Carlton, Orlando Grand Lakes, one of our offices. And lots of new adventures. We were very honored to be asked by City Arts Factory to come join this group of people. Yeah.
Now, some people put a star on top of their Christmas tree. I like to put an angel. Here she is. Angel. That's your name, and this is your artwork. Oh my goodness, how wonderful is it? Now, what inspired you to create this piece here?
It's actually represents healing angel, which is representing the whole humanity, holding earth in their hands.
You know what? What's great, Angel, is it speaks for itself. So you really don't even need to say much.
It represents universal love, and those planets actually included, they come together, whole universe is with us.
Wow. And we're all one, we're all together.
Of course.
So thank you so much for chatting with us today. I'm going to leave you with Healing Angel and, a little bit of Mother Earth there. Thanks so much, Angel, for chatting with us. Now, to my left, your right, let's not get confused, is Omar Otero. Omar, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
It's called Woman of Power. Why did you choose that title for it? And did you have the title before, creating this?
Yeah, it's actually a whole series, and most of the shots are working. I'm a kickboxer, so most of the shots are working with female kickboxers. This is one of the ones that isn't. I just like this one. She was actually just here. She's a beautiful model, friend of mine, and I had to borrow the snake, borrow the lighting. It took me months to set up this photo shoot, but what I was going for was like and that sounds weird, like an Ozzy Osbourne DVD cover, or like record cover. That's kind of what I was looking for.
We can find Omar at
www.omarphotography.com. Omar has 2 R's, so it's OMARR, then the word photography.com. Thank you.
Now, you guys are opening up another little art shop. Tell everybody about it. What's going on Magnolia?
The original shop was on Magnolia. It was called the Redefined Boutique, 1,900 square feet. A little too big for us. We wanted to concentrate more on solo artists and art supplies. The other one was more so on the clothing. So this one, we could concentrate more on the artists and the art supplies.
Where's the new spot going to be at?
It's right here in the City Arts Factory, Orange Ave and Pine Street.
What are your plans for the future?
We have a couple of group shows coming up. We have artists flying in from Hawaii, Aaron Martin, Angry Robots. We have artists flying in from San Francisco, Nate Van Dyke, who just did the Jurassic Park comic book.
Oh, cool.
We have a few surprises coming in. Park is actually linking it up with a show he does at Red Light. So we might have a mural dedicated to whatever topic they're going to be showing at Red Light.
We're in the liveliest studio right now. Behind us, behind the camera. You're about to see him right now. Take a look. Hey, Swan Burger, how you doing, man?
Chilling.
Just chat a little bit about your live painting, what you're doing right now.
Definitely. What it is this whole show is about is called Walkman Muse. It's also the reopening, grand opening of Redefine. It's like a lot of people, they see the end result, you know what I'm saying? And then they try to figure out the value from that end result, you know what I mean? But if you see the person putting, you know what I'm saying, they sweat, blood, and tears into the piece, maybe you can see where the value comes or why it is that we would even have art, you know what I'm saying, like this today. And why artists are, you know, just...
So today we're working up from like we're working up from like 0 up to like 1,000 trillion, like on this painting here. Now I understand it's your first solo show in like 4 years, is what the people are telling me. Any nerves coming into tonight?
No, man, it's just like riding a bike, you know? Yeah.
I'm with Susan and John Francis. Officially changed the names over. Heard you guys just recently tied the knot. Congratulations. Susan, tell me about this. I don't want to call it a photograph because this was not taken with a camera. This was in fact taken with a scanner. Now, describe to anyone out there that's curious, how does somebody create something like this through a scanner?
Okay, well, actually a scanner is like a giant digital camera.
Oh, okay.
All I do is lay the flowers on top of the scanner and scan it. I get the black background by putting it in my closet and turning the lights off. If I didn't do that, you'd have a white background. It's challenging though. Scanners show every little flaw in detail. Dust and anything on it will show up, so you have to make sure you're really clean, and it's a lot of trial and error, but the resolution is incredible, and the depth of field that you get with the objects.
Now, John, you've got your own special form of photography, and you're using a traditional camera, is that right? And a number of different exposures. Tell us what that process is like.
This is a process called high dynamic range photography, and that involves taking 3 or more exposures at different exposures and then blending them together in software to create an image that our eye can see, but typically our camera cannot see.
Brilliant. How do people find out about the Orlando Camera Club?
Go to orlandocamera.club.com, and all the information's there. We meet twice a month down at the Mark Street Senior Center.
I am with the artist known as Sergio. Sergio, how are you enjoying the cold out here?
I'm good. The cold's not too bad. The wind's catching me off guard, throwing around the canvases, but we're making it happen.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're definitely making it happen. Now, you brought 4 pieces here today, and I was chatting with you a little earlier, and you like to bring out your own sort of slice of Americana and your own interpretation of it. Where do you think that stems from for you?
I mean, going up to school up in Gainesville and stuff, and being really immersed in like Southern culture up there, and all the football and everything that goes on in a small town out in the country. Just being there for 4 years, kind of just. You become what your surroundings are, so stemming from that and then just going back into vintage Americana stuff, like a lot of vintage cartoons, which I'm on right now, and this is kind of what I'm working with at the moment.
Since we were here last time, I've been to a few new countries. I've traveled to over 40 countries, added a couple new ones. We've got, this is Queenstown, New Zealand.
Wow.
This is Bondi Beach in New Zealand. This is Christchurch in New Zealand. That was just previous to the earthquake.
Now, where can we find you online? And you said you had a shop. How can people find you
Actually,
in there?
I just purchased a shop. It's called Frames Forever, an art gallery. I have my own work in there, but I also support local artists, so I do encourage other people to bring their art into me. I'll showcase them just similar to what we're doing here. And that's located at 941 Orange Avenue in Winter Park.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for chatting with us, Kim. Come in here. You're a friend. Boom.
thank you.
Now, tell us a little bit about what comes through for you for the creative process, particularly with what we're looking at here with the 3 mooses.
Yeah, well, basically, I'm obsessed by texture and colors and nature, so this is basically what I do. I try to convey my vision of the world, of nature, and this is what the result is.
Chris, tell me what's going on for Third Thursday right here for you. What's your experience been like?
We just have this little space in the back behind the New Visions. We got the Young Artist Group, and we just hang out artwork every third Thursday, and we have Mr. David Wheeler to thank for that.
So I don't want to call it like an outreach program because he sort of like has reached to you, but what does it mean to you to involve children, or not children, like young adults?
Yes, young adults. They're
in
not
artwork.
They're not that much younger than you, probably.
I know, probably not.
I said, boy, I really like your work. And I think I mentioned something about come down to City Arts Factory. And he did, and I saw his interest level, and I thought, you know what, we're really not serving the young community.
Okay.
And as part of our mission here at the Downtown Arts District, not just City Arts Factory, but at the district, we want to broaden our educational scope and to help foster young talent.
The Arts District and then the City Arts Factory and Slice, you know, you really get in there and it's like peeling back an onion because, you know, there's a florist in here now, the pop-up gallery is great, and then, you know, we have these young adults working in back here, and it's something, I don't know if you can find something like this anywhere else in Central Florida, let alone, you know, anywhere else I could really think of. There's so many different vast, you know, areas of life under one roof, and you know, is that something that you set out to accomplish, like when you first came here at the City Arts Factory?
I have to say that I can't take credit for the actual mission of, because Donna Dallas, our current chairman, she was one of the founding members of what was then Oval, and it has grown since, and through the support of Mayor Buddy Dyer. And by the way, a short story, when we first started the group, he actually came by and met everyone, and he—
Mayor Dyer.
Yes, and he pulled us aside, and a quote was, "This place has a great vibe."
Blast off. Welcome back. It's Third Thursday in the final minutes on Orlando Live at the City Arts Factory, Orange and Pine, downtown Orlando, Florida, United States, continent of North America. I think everything's pretty much covered right there. We've come back to check in on to see what Swan Burger's done. Let's look at a little bit of what he's accomplished so far tonight. You know, it's difficult. This is like cramming the night before a test. You don't get much done. He had this little portion over here finished coming into the night. So you'll have to check in for the rest of the month to see how far Swan Burger goes. And of course, we are Orlando Live, Third Thursday. Swan Burger likes to get his little piece in Soliloquist of Sound. Check them out online. And one final thing before we leave you here today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us for this full year. I've been here since February, and you guys have been able to sort of see me hang out and go to all these cool places. Going into the new year, no one knows what could happen. Anything is possible for 2011, so I just want you guys to hold on, strap yourselves in, and get ready for some more Orlando Live. And we'll definitely be here, so there'll be at least 12 more installments of Third Thursday at the City Arts Factory. That's a full year for those counting. But we're going to wrap it up here, and I'd like to say thank you very much for a great year, Orlando Live. And Orlando, stay tuned and keep Orlando awesome. Thank you.